So talk a bit more, Mark, about the hospitality industry and what kind of drew you to this
Yeah.
for your career, and kind of how did you get into it in the beginning?
Yeah, it could be. I'll make it as short as possible for us. I know we're getting, so we have some time, right? But it started for me in 2017. I I had a chance. I had a really good friend from soccer, and he owned a hotel and was a general manager of one. Bobby Andrews is his name. Really good friend, a mentor of mine who I always looked up to. Super successful in his career. Um, he always said to me as I got out of college and got done that if there's ever anything I need from him, or he always wanted me to get into the world of hospitality. He always thought I had that. And sales, right? He always said, "You're a seller. You're
Hmm.
a seller. You're a leader. Whenever you need a kind of someone to lean on, you're gonna come to me, right?" So, 2017, I kind of gave Bobby a ring and said, "Bob, I'm looking to make a move. I would love to give it a shot." I went in and met with Bobby a week later. Met with the director of sales, who was at the hotel, which was not Bobby, and named Chris, who I followed along my career for almost 8 years. Went multiple places with Chris. He went, I went. He things that would take 5 minutes, Kelly, or things that would take 30 minutes, he would teach me.
Hmm.
And with right 5 minutes, 30 minutes, he spent with me to tell me the who, what, why, and why we're
Hmm.
doing some things, right? So to me, that was always something that stuck with me. I was a sales coordinator. I was a sales manager. I was an area sales manager. I was a director of sales for many years. I had a chance once I had my son to, again, I met a regional who I work with today, and she's still my vice president of sales, Heather Condelucci, who I really liked and enjoyed and liked working for. As soon as I had my son, I was looking to kind of make a move, and she reached out, and I left, and she said, "One day we're going to work again." And within 3 months, she shot me a text and said, "Are you ready to make the jump?" And here I am, almost call it 9, 10 years later in
Mm.
hospitality, and I've reached a really good point, right? A regional vice president of commercial strategy, and it has been a long journey. There's a lot in there to unpack, but it was a fun ride, a quick ride through COVID.
Mhm.
I really learned a ton through that time in the hospitality industry. I really say while it was tough on a lot of folks,
Mhm.
um, it really there were some huge lessons in there. And in my career in hospitality, that taught me a ton and got me where I'm at today. And again, the people that mentored me, Bobby, Heather, Chris, the list goes on and on and on. And that is kind of the piece that always kind of gets back to me is the people networking and the people you meet, and you never know who's watching, right? Or who's taking notice of what you're doing, and just come to work every day, right? Get the lunch pail and get to work and try to impress others and go from there, right? And good things happen. So never looked for a job, always kind of was able to really impress a few people, and they always thought it was worth bringing me along for the ride.